Hey guys, Tatiana Ward-Gote here. It's been too long. It has been too long since we have talked. For those of you who are unfamiliar with my channel, I started out this YouTube channel a long time ago talking about makeup, and that is what I'm mostly known for. However, this past year, I started coming to you guys and talking to you about the weight loss injection Wegovy, particularly Wegovy. I started my weight loss injections in February, and we are now rounding out the year. And within this year, I lost 70 some odd pounds, give or take. If you don't know the backstory to how I got prescribed this medication, why I got prescribed this medication, I would encourage you to go look at the Wegovy playlist that I created. It'll be linked in this video somewhere. That will really give you the full journey, the things that I ate, the doctors that I saw, and how I was so successful. So if you remember the last update that I gave you guys, I was sad in that video because it just seems stupid to talk to you about weight loss when there's such unrest in the world regarding particularly Gaza and Israel, and genocide is happening in Gaza right now, and everything just seems stupid to talk about weight loss. I felt just personally affected, and I think we all should feel personally affected. Since then, we just continue to pray, and that's really all that we can do, and not stop talking about what's happening over there. However, it is Christmas time in America, and this is about the time of year when I just start to really put the weight on. For those of you who have been here for this whole journey, you know that I stopped taking Wegovy and Ozempic because I developed gallstones because of rapid weight loss. I had a gallstone attack and was told that I needed to get my gallbladder removed, and I really did not want to do that. So y'all, something super scary happened to me. Again, I'm a makeup artist, for those of you who don't know, and one of my most favorite people in the whole wide world is Karen Huger from Housewives of Potomac. She's one of my clients and has been for the past 5 years. We wrapped up her confessional looks a few weeks ago. She lives about 3 hours from me, okay? There's times that we're in New York doing press or whatever and we do makeup, which is closer to me, but oftentimes I have to drive the 3 hours to her and the 3 hours back to my home. We wrapped up the season, or her confessional looks. You know, if you don't know, if you're not a Housewives person or you never watch those shows, I'm sure you've seen clips of them though. And the confessional looks are when whichever housewife is just kind of sitting and recapping what we've just seen. So she's sitting in a room by herself, and it's like we see a scene play out, and then we hear her thoughts on what we just saw. That's what the confessional looks are. That's what I mean when I say confessional. So we wrapped those up, and I drove the 3 hours home. I always tend to get home super, super late on those days. My husband and I went to sleep, and I woke up round about 4 a.m. with pain. And I knew from the first attack, I knew now what it was. And I knew that it will steadily increase. I wake up my husband and I say, babe, I think I need to go to the hospital. And he's like, well, I'm not going to let you go alone, so let's go. This resulted in my husband and I being at the hospital at 4 a.m. And I am like in such agony. It's just this awful discomfort. They gave me drugs to make me not feel the pain. And again, they were like, yo, you need to get this out. This is going to keep happening. And it was in that moment when I thought back to the fact that this could have happened during my 3-hour drive home. Oh, come here, pretty baby. What is on your mouth? What do you have there? It looks like you're wearing lipstick. Were you eating something red?
Yeah, a candy cane.
Do you want to say hi to the people?
Hi.
That door, like my husband comes in, then my baby comes in. I wonder who's coming in next. But anyway, it was in that moment that I realized if this would have happened during my 3-hour drive, I would have been up the creek without a paddle. Thank God it was like a weekend and my husband did not have to go to work the next morning. He's up at like 5 in the morning. I just realized that it's too disruptive and it is unpredictable and I can't put my family through that. Had I been driving, I just would have been so screwed. I was just driving, not hours before. So like I said to my husband when we were in the hospital, like I gotta get this out because that can't happen. And then I'm dragging my feet about it though, because I can't say this enough. Like I'm not one of those people who's scared of needles or whatever. It's not that for me. It's just that I don't want any organ that I was born with to be removed if I can help it. And I would have to, y'all, I put this hat on because my hair is looking crazy. And then it happened again, like 2 weeks maybe after that, where I had to go to the hospital. I ended up at the hospital, I think 3 times because I could feel the pain coming and we went to the hospital. And then by the time we got to the hospital, the pain had subsided, which to me meant that the stone had passed. And then I felt it come on again. Once we got home, we got in bed, all of us as a family, my husband, my daughter, we were all laying in bed. I felt it come on again. Had to pack everybody up again. Back to the hospital. We got to the parking lot and the pain was gone. So then I said, I want to stay near the hospital. Let's take ourselves to breakfast. I'm not hungry at all because it's just like you get over this immense pain and, you're not hungry. Right when we get to the restaurant, I feel the pain start again. I said, I'm going to wait it out. And it was gone again. And then it didn't come back. And I haven't had one since. And it's been probably 2 or 3 weeks since then. But it's just not working out for me. So it looks like I'm going to have to get my gallbladder removed and I'm dragging my feet because it's the holidays and I don't want to be doing all that. But come January 1st, I am making the appointment because it just has to happen. I can't pack up my family in the middle of the night because I got to go to the hospital. It's just too much. So about the weight loss though, I haven't taken Ozempic in probably 3 weeks. I felt it coming on, y'all. Like I felt the holidays and the cookies and the candies and since Thanksgiving, just, it's the holidays. Like this is what we do. We just eat yummy food and hang out with family and, Oh, in the last video, I told y'all that I started working out, y'all. That only lasted for a week. It lasted for a week. And then I was like, I'm not doing this. And it wasn't just because I didn't want to do it, but like life was lifing kind of, and school and work. And it's hard to find that balance, but I am going to have to. So in the past week, like last time I weighed myself, I was like 173. And I didn't weigh myself for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And I knew my eating was getting bad. And that's probably why I didn't want to weigh myself. So I finally did. And I was up to like 187 or something. And I was like, like, no, we cannot do this. So I literally just started watching what I was eating. And I am now down to like 181. I really think that there is the possibility that when you take these weight loss drugs for long enough, your body might readjust. And maybe even it's changed my brain or like, I don't know, but like I can sort of keep it in check without the medication. Truth be told, I have like one full Ozempic pen left and I'm just like holding on to it because it's hard to get the Wegovy. My doctor took me off the Wegovy because of the gallstones. He's like, you can't be on the Wegovy until after you get your gallbladder removed. Oh, I was supposed to have an appointment with him and I booked it like 2 months in advance. And then on that particular day, Karen needed me in New York and it was like a big thing that she was doing. And like, I just really had to be there. So I canceled that appointment and I can't even see him again until like March. By then, I'll probably have the gallstone out and we'll see if he prescribes me the medication again. So if you haven't put 2 and 2 together, if this is your first time watching this video, I went against my doctor's wishes and against his instruction. And I still continue to take whatever Wegovy I had left. And I had like some Ozempic pens. I'm holding on to that Ozempic pen, the last Ozempic pen that I have, because if he doesn't re-prescribe me or whatever, if I feel like my weight's getting away from me and I'm not controlling it well, I just want to be able to have it. It's just kind of like a blanket, like a comfort thing. I'm trying not to use it and I'm doing all right. Like, it's been a few weeks. I don't know if that means it's entirely out of my system yet, but I'm doing all right. If I got back up to 190, I would be, I think I was 190. I got married this year. I think I was 190 at my wedding. 190 is the cap for me. I can't go back there. Oh, but if I didn't say it before, my highest weight and the weight that I was when I started was 246, I think. I mean, obviously that's when, for me and my body type and how I feel comfortable or confident or happy, 242 is way far away from where I'm feeling good and my joints aren't hurting. And that was just out of control. 190 is where I felt okay, but I felt like I still had a ways to go. So the fact that I'm at 183 or 181, I'm all right. I would like to get back down to 170 and possibly even lose a little bit more weight than that. But I don't know. We'll see. These holidays, man. Planet Fitness sure is taking their money, honey, but I'm not going and I need to go because what are they taking my money for if I'm not going? So anyway, that's the update. I know it's nothing earth-shattering, or just in case you're wondering, this is 3 weeks of being off of Ozempic or Wegovy. And in the past, since I had that diagnosis of the gallstones, and since I have not been prescribed anymore Wegovy, I've gone like every other week and took a pen. I think this is the longest stretch that I just haven't taken anything. And I'm doing all right. If I could just not go past 190 or not get to 190, that would be good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Is there anything that you want to talk about or want to hear me talk about? It's just like, because I'm not actively taking the medication and because I'm not actively losing weight, I just feel like I don't know what to talk to you guys about now. Like, I don't know what to say or what you would want to hear as it pertains to this drug, or I don't know, we could talk about other things too. There's so many new people here that are here because of the weight loss. And I know that there were so many people here already because of the makeup. But the weight loss people don't necessarily want to see the makeup stuff, and the makeup people don't necessarily want to see the weight loss stuff. I don't know. And plus the makeup stuff, like, I've literally talked about makeup for 13 years on this channel. I don't know how much I could talk about makeup anymore. I think y'all caught that drift. I mean, I'm makeuped out. So yeah, I don't know what kind of content to bring you, but like, let me know in the comments, please. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you back here, hopefully with some new thing once I read your comments. Love you. Thanks. Bye.